Friends, welcome back to the second half. I remain to be the person that I am, and the show continues to be the first episode of the fourth season. Allow me to regale you with the history of Crow's Black, accuracy relative. Crow's Back started as a mercenary lance, working in the periphery in what would come to be known as the Rim Collection. In the dawning days of this new faction polity, they defended the world of Sluis from a series of pirate attacks by Morrison's extractors. Working their way through battles, gaining bonds of trust and friendship, it became clear a conspiracy of Lyrian intelligence was brewing in the background. After this contract, Lyrian intelligence, through their terrorism branch Loki, would continue to hound their footsteps across the inner sphere. Working their way through a series of battles. After defending a hotel complex from a mutiny led by bandits and the security chief of the facility, the group once again delved beyond the periphery to the ice world of Core. There, expecting a simple mineral extraction and scanning contract to rest their heels, they were instead set upon by a group called the Steel Viper Clan. The Steel Vipers would kill their commanding officer, destroy their jump ship, and heavily damage their dropship. In a forced crash, the unit huddled together for defense until an internal loyalty crisis led by a newcomer pilot murdering their mutineer leader. The clans with superior technology in speed, armor, and firepower proved a formidable threat. With the clan disregard for tactics and preferring one-on-one duels, Crow's Black barely survived the onslaught, finally freeing their jump ship from the ice in the dramatic conclusion of a dropship defense bombing run. Season 2 kicked off with the players using their hard-won anti-clan knowledge in a technology raid on behalf of Lyrian intelligence. The planet Persistence is the target of multiple mercenary companies. Leading lightning raids against clan mechs and elementals, the unit engaged in a running battle as the players moved to a strategic view. After bombing a munitions factory, they led a final battle before sprinting off-planet with scientists, technology, and loot. In the aftermath, the unit engaged in an illegal trade with another mercenary company for a Warhammer 2C that fell off the back of a truck. The unit, now greatly expanded in size with a full company of mechs and vehicles, took on the dirty job doing Black Ops on the planet Rubigen. An illegal border crossing and a raid on a factory for refit parts, the Rubigen campaign would turn into a multi-day slog of damage to both machines and pilots. The unit was gutted in a Yakuza attack on a facility in a vulnerable moment and led to a climatic mech battle between Crow's Black and the Alpha trainee company of Kenneth Cross Extreme Unlimited. The battlefield, prepared by their Pathfinder Rapier, would turn to their benefit and slowed their pursuers enough to allow the unit to retreat. Rapier was lost in the aftermath, and Bandito managed to slay his mortal nemesis, Kenneth Cross. Crow's Black found itself with a choice between Independent Workings, Comstar, or Lyrian Intelligence. Choosing to work closer with the Lyrians, they had been accepted as a Black Op contractor, and their unit's commander received a county ship on a distant planet. The player's lance leader received a knighthood. The Black took their home of Kolavrati as a new place to rest their head, in order to drive out the infection of a terrorist cell known as the Brotherhood of Cincinnatus. These domestic insurgents routinely caused trouble and had thoroughly infiltrated local military and political circles. Now successful over the smoking remains of their enemies, the unit took a needed break with 6 months to reform, retrain, and pay its bills. On an otherwise calm day, an emergency maintenance of the local communication network allowed Clan Steel Viper to arrive undetected. Following a planetary invasion, they seized the capital, communications network, and virtually every military stronghold. Their only goal was the complete annihilation of all Crow's Back personnel and any who share their blood or aid them. Season 3 begins with a command lance of Crow's Black retreating from their home base in the aftermath of an overwhelming Clan Steel Viper sneak attack. Answering distress calls across the continent, the unit put logistics and manpower before diplomacy or intelligence gathering, reassembling a resistance force, saving old allies, and taking back whatever ground they can hold. Towns, factories, ports, and fortresses are all liberated at the hands of Crow's Black as the scattered pieces of the unit reignite. Even a brief union with their old enemies, the Brotherhood of Cincinnatus, who found themselves equally divided and leaderless in the face of Steel Viper blitzkriegs. Such brief unions passed sorrowfully as the head of the Brotherhood's mercenary forces questioned Harridan's orders and disappeared into the hinterlands. Rose Black additionally suffered a blemish against their honor against their honor as they got caught in a three-way struggle on a supercontainer ship, ending in a nuclear explosion. In the aftermath of fighting across the continent, the unit retook their mountainside command center at great loss, with most of the supporting civilian resistance group killed. Rose Black finally made contact with their owner, Countess Crystal Crow, and her 16 loyal retainers who were forced to flee to an oil rig and remain calm-silent for the first half of the campaign. The unit structure attacked again. The war was taken to another continent in an effort to ambush clan forces attacking a vehicle assembly factory. With great cost on the part of all involved, the factory was retaken, and clan salvage abounded among the unit. Returning home, they found clan traitors in their midst had flipped sides, and an enemy commander had come to personally engage them in commando operations. Quick thinking on the behalf of our heroes kept everyone alive, and mostly with all of their limbs, and resulted in the death of an entire enemy commando group. The clans, suffering massive losses, made preparation to leave the planet when word came of a Lyran regiment arriving to reinforce the system. With the help of their own clan defectors, Crow's Black undertook a scheme of desperate measure: capture a clan dropship and use its medical bay to regrow limbs for all of their comrades, starting with Captain Maxwell Harridan's eyes. A massive success, the ambush allowed the unit to be flushed with clan personnel and material. Having been secretly building in the background of the season, our final plot came laid bare. Ronan, aka Molly, was actually a war orphan adopted by Kenneth Cross, and had discovered Bandito killed her father. During a tense meeting in a conference room, Molly handed a gun to Captain Harridan and encouraged him to act in a manner of judgment. Harridan turned the situation against Bandito and had him arrested. Vincent Gray, aka Bandito, was then provided with a defense team and sentenced to recovery at a rehabilitation facility. Friends, did I miss anything in 3 seasons, 67 episodes, 265 hours? Someone asked me if I could summarize. They were like, can I just start on season 4? And I was like, yeah, sure.
It's pretty good.
A lot happened, guys. A lot happened. I believe we were mid-combat, if I recall correctly. Mm-hmm. It's time for the part where we shoot each other. Not that there will be an overly large amount of shooting to start with.
Or really any.
If my calculations are correct, I can pull off a 12 shot against the Wolverine, and that might be about it.
I haven't calculated. I know there's like only one guy that you can shoot at me with. Maybe 2.
This Mislink's prime starts at a 3.
Is he
4,
spotting?
5. If he spots, I think it pushes him past 12.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. Long range makes it 10, and your movement bumps it up to 13. So no, not only can he not spot, he can't even shoot. Can any of you shoot?
I can shoot.
Cannot.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to target 2 hexes in front of me. I'm going to shoot an ER medium laser and 2 ER small lasers.
Oh, audience, I'm smiling, but what I really mean is all season long we're going to see this motherfucking
Actually, no, I'm going to shoot way
bullshit.
more than that. I have to shoot...
Trust
Anyway, I can shoot any number I want worth of heat, so I shoot enough to build 9 heat this turn.
Uh-huh.
So I'll just raise my heat here. Plus.
Look, newcomers will have no idea what the fuck you're doing, and even some of our old returning hands might not know why you're suddenly blazing a shit ton of lasers for no apparent reason. Why don't you fill them in, Mr. Min-Maxer?
Heavy 7's mech begins to carve a trough of devastation in front of himself as these massive amounts of laser arrays located within the torso begin to shoot out. And as he does so, all of the Myanmar within his mech begins to heat up, and when it reaches the proper temperature, all of its physical performances will be enhanced as the triple strength Myanmar becomes active. So all of the joints of the Centurion start to glow like an orange red as it all kind of heats up and begins to operate at its intended level.
Very well.
He takes a number of penalties as well. However, so he's now effectively a 3/3 pilot, as he takes a -1 to his gunnery, but he takes a -1 in movement, but triple strength mimer gives you a +2 to your movement. So he is now a 6/9 mech instead of being a 5/8 mech.
It's gonna be fun.
Just so you know.
Also, I want to point out, just
Yeah,
for a
go
second
ahead.
here, somebody in chat said that my mech has paper thin armor. I'll have you know, it has 11.5 tons of armor. That's the most you can put on a 55-ton chassis.
They can't read the armor rating. They can only see that you haven't.
I know, that's why I'm telling you. Okay, it has more armor than a catapult. It has more armor than a lot of heavy mechs.
We need to fix your armor values.
Now that you're incredibly smug, Rad, I want to tell you that chat was saying earlier that Empire Strikes Back is the worst Star Wars movie.
Their chat, Arthur.
You got something you want to say there?
No. What needs to be said? You can't.
That's a very bold statement from
you can't debate madness. Okay.
Can't debate madness.
Yeah.
Well, that's.
Are they saying that The Last Jedi is the best? Because
it doesn't.
I didn't know it was opposite.
Look, I'm not having that discussion with you, Pondo.
You invalidate all of your future opinions when you say things like that.
Oh boy. So anyway, it sounds like nobody can shoot. Let us remove our dice from the table. Roll for initiative.
Thank you, Pondo, for clicking my buttons.
I didn't do that, Sid.
Oh, well, thank you, Sid, for clicking my buttons.
I can't believe anyone allowed Sid to do anything. Last time he touched somebody's dice, suddenly Cotton started sucking at the game.
I wasn't touching dice though. See,
no, I hadn't even looked at my counter.
You took my lucky dice. It was on the camera.
Did not.
According to somebody.
For whatever reason, I
You took
assumed
them.
that the counters would just be right. I don't know why I would assume that.
You assume that.
Like when you load the sheet, I would think that it would have the right numbers.
No, because the sheet is simply blank, and it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that.
Copy and paste.
Yeah, you. It's like an overlay image. You copy and paste.
I mean, I understand.
Okay.
Just saying, I've never had to do that before, so I didn't know that.
That's because I normally do it for you. I just didn't have time this week.
You need to get on your game.
I want to remind you that your guys' mechs were supposed to be provided to me yesterday, and I got them today.
I don't know.
I provided you my mech quite a while ago.
I agree.
I
Your mech sheet was ready to go.
I accept no responsibility for your failure to prepare.
The mech sheets were up.
Yeah.
Up in the folders that I gave out a while ago.
How's the 12?
7 and 7 has a 14.
Man, this is a rare state for Sid. Granted, this is the point where he keeps winning the initiative where we don't need it.
Yeah, that's okay. That's why I took the leadership perk. So if I roll shitty, I can re-roll it.
Someone pointed out that I'm supposed to move 2 at the end, not 2 at the beginning. So I recall a particular fact. What can I do here? How far can I get? Oh, that's interesting. Farther. Double. There we go. Friends, you're up.
I'll go.
I don't know who one of us wants to go first.
I'll just jump
I guess
right
so.
here.
Next few turns, he'll move by not moving.
Mm-hmm.
That's as far as you want to go, Sid?
Yeah.
I miss doing that.
Check to you, friends.
I think you're our only mech with LRMs, Cotton. So technically, you could just find a spot and we could just spot for you. Except for you're only shooting like 10 at a time, so it's not a huge amount.
I know it's been a while. So, friends at home that have watched the previous seasons, you know that we got increasingly bigger mechs and they never left those bigger mechs. You might notice we're no longer in those bigger mechs. I would point out that 10 damage is a lot of fucking damage.
That's true. That's true.
An Owens being hit for 10 points of damage would almost certainly blow through any part of the mech. So who's moving and where?
I'll go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. In here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very well. It is now up to all of you. Clan forces appear to be jumping almost in perfect synchronization.
Is this water? Does it require extra movement to move through?
No, it also doesn't provide any heat sinkage.
Okay, so it's a insignificant amount of water.
Correct. You're just splashing
Not
some
unless-
puddles.
Not unless there's actually a level indicator on it.
All right, I'm going to engage my supercharger. So I'll make the roll for that real quick.
Correct. If you roll double ones, you're screwed. You're good,
I'm good
for now.
Fine. For now, Arthur cannot wait for that thing.
Are
to fuck
you
up.
are you rolling for your triple strength biomer? Does that
You don't have to roll anything for that.
very well?
He just
So
has to make sure he shoots at a cliffside.
Yes,
Occasion,
correct.
keep it up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Where are you going?
Wherever I want.
Going over there. He wants to go play.
Oh, that's
Yeah, with a sudden burst of speed, the Centurion rockets forward.
I was gonna say that almost certainly whatever Heavy Seven's new theme is plays, but now it's got like a synth music in the background as well. It's like a little dubstep beat playing. Doof, 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 doof.
I feel like the jump jets like partially burn whenever he does this in order to like make his mech a little light enough to just really move like it's a 30-ton mech instead of a 55-ton mech.
Oh, sorry. I believe I have to move both of my mechs. They're both gonna jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. That might not be good, actually.
I don't
Okay.
understand why that isn't a thing in Mechwarrior. Jump assisted run.
Yeah.
Should make that a thing.
I gotta jump here.
I think it's the way the jump jets are positioned is the issue.
Okay.
They're meant to go up.
You guys are up.
Zelna hasn't moved his guy.
I'm aware. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops.
That's 11 to get in that square. Got a tree?
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, +1 to move into the trees.
I can't get it to stand up. I'm just gonna let it be there.
Okay. We'll do a Warhammer
Do
style.
I get the +1?
Yes.
I guess that works.
I believe nobody could shoot at anybody this round.
Shoot 2 large lasers at that cliffside. No, I'm joking.
You receive a communication over an open channel.
The Centurion continues to fire wildly into the ground.
Inner Sphere Forces. This is Clan Smoke Jaguar. State your business and your bid. Dramatic
Clan
music drop.
Smoke Jaguar. This is Innisphere's forces. I like pause, switch to line of sight. Do we want to make a bid?
I have no idea. He'll mute his phone for the clan. I don't know if we should. Of course, I don't know what sort of bid we'd make because technically we're supposed to be here to kill them all.
I transmit openly to everyone. Oh no, my mech, it's out of control. I can't stop it.
I think McGurk's having a time over there.
I'll switch back to open communications. We'll bid our lance against 4 of your mechs.
They respond, that's not how the bidding process works, Surats.
Oh, well, my apologies. We've never
You bid your
spoken
lance?
to clanners first. By
Oh
all
my
means,
god.
you
Look,
dictate the
can you make a
what are the
deception
rules
roll
here?
real quick? We've never spoken to clanners before. No, Arthur, I'm actually really bad at poker. It's my first time.
Deception. What would that? Because there's no deception stat here.
Is it negotiation again? Is that what we're doing?
I don't know. Let me look over the
It's what we did last time.
con artistry, performance, bargaining. There we go. Charisma, bargaining.
So that'd mean negotiation.
No, bargaining. It's literally
Same
its
thing.
own stat.
Rad didn't put that on the sheet,
Well, it's there.
so I have my charisma.
Yep. Show me your roll.
7.
No. The clan commander is just like, we already know who you are, Surat. We've heard of your exploits against the Steel Vipers, you cowards.
Those were clanners?
Let's roll initiative. They wouldn't say we've, by the way. They'd say we have. My apologies.
Good catch, Arthur.
Is that
Been a
what that
while
feels
since
like?
I've spoken clanese, you know.
Is that what it
9.
feels like?
16.
Very well.
I'm surprised you guys shot me sooner for being a dumbass over the comms.
Or
Exploits over the Steel Vipers. Yeah.
okay. You guys are up.
I'll go.
Now, Sid.
You're taking one step forward. That's it.
Sid. I'm going to recommend something. That is
What's that?
not it. You do not want to take that course of action.
You're right. I'll go further.
Why are we talking him out of this?
You are not in the heavy mech.
I'm in a heavier mech than that one.
Did you at least jump?
No.
Well, go get your movement.
I don't
die.
want the +3 to my attack roll.
Put it down.
I don't think you want the no bonus to your defense roll either.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You may have more armor than the clans, but their weapons are made to go through
Oh.
your more armor.
I can go here and still be walking with a +1. There we go.
Okay, that's at least something.
Arthur, what skill did you say it was going to be
To do what?
for Sid to make his thing?
Bargaining.
I don't see that. I don't know where you got that from.
It is charisma, negotiation. There are 3 subtypes: bargaining, contracts, and diplomacy.
Well, I have negotiation.
Those
Oh.
aren't those. Yeah, negotiation covers those 3 things. Is what it's
Okay,
saying.
what's
it's
your
just examples.
negotiation skill?
2, so it would have been a 9 roll.
Not good enough.
Yeah, see, I didn't forget anything.
You are up.
Oh no, Rad, do you want to take your mech cross country again?
Sure. Well, I'm not ready, but let me see.
Oh, I'll go if you're not ready.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what optimal range is. Clans. 2, 8, 9, 10. Damn it. 2, 3, 4. 8. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm at optimal range.
You jumped?
Yes.
Very well.
Just narrowly fly over the Phoenix Hawk.
Watch the paint.
Sir, it's going to get shot off soon here anyway.
Hey, now.
Okay, you guys are up.
It's one of you two.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, guys. Anybody? Cotton, Red.
Yep. Oh, did Pondo move?
Yes.
Yeah, I already moved.
Okay.
It's either you or Cotton.
I was just hoping Rad would go first because I don't have a lot of armor, so I want to see where the last.
I can. I'm just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You count for those
Shooting your
trees?
supercharger?
I'm jumping.
Oh.
Are you just...
Look, I don't know if you guys know or not, but I've played this game before too, okay? No, that's not the jumping color though. Let's see. This is the first time I've jumped in this game. No, I do not use my supercharger. Why would you use it 2 times in a row? That's stupid.
You got places to be,
Yeah, and I'm getting there.
hydraulics to trigger.
Clan forces have finished their jump. They arrive in perfect synchronity all across the hillside, like a pack of jaguars. Smoke jaguars, really.
Well, jaguars don't hunt in packs, so good try, but
Smoke
say
jaguars, however, do.
I say over open comms, my, they look like a bunch of ballerina dancers.
I like line of sight to Harridan. They might take that as a compliment. It's hard to tell.
Oh.
Do I cost 1 to get out of the woods as well?
No.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Well,
4,
Bandito,
5,
perhaps we should have you negotiate with them.
8, 9, 10.
And that's when the Wolverine opens fire.
I don't think they will at this point. I think you miffed it for us for this batch of people.
We were supposed to piss them off. I pissed them off.
Who keeps taking my run die? I keep putting it where I can grab it, and it keeps leaving
probably
the
me.
battlefield. Give it back.
No.
I'm taking this one.
I know better than to touch Cotton's dice. It definitely was not me.
I'm always taking it from now on.
I believe that'll move us to the shooting phase. I shall start with Mist Lynx B, firing at Wolverine.
Oh, that's fun.
No, not shooting at me. It's refreshing.
6, 7, 9. So you're 9 hexes away. 3, 3 for starting at 6, 9 for your jump. Party Wipe Games, thank you for the raid host. Friends, Party Wipe Games, also a tabletop RPG streamer. Check them out. So at a 9, I can only fire ER medium lasers at medium range to hit you with 11s, which I shall attempt. I have 2 of them, and I'm going to fire them.
If you
You need 9?
11.
11. Okay.
That crit roll though. Miss and miss.
I'll get the party started.
No heat build up.
What'll
I'll
do?
fire on the Arctic cheetah
Very well.
with 5 ER mediums.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Which
I'm
Arctic cheetah? C or prime?
C.
Very well.
And I'm trying to hit 9s.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Which one are you shooting at?
I start with 3. I moved for 4. They're 8
Alright.
hexes away, so they're medium range. So
Alright.
that makes it 6, and then 7, 8, 9 for his jump.
Very well. It's an 8.
8 is not a 9.
Correct.
You did by your own hubris.
Let's see. That was the first one, right?
Yes.
Second one is
Nope.
also not a 9. Third one is definitely not a 9. Fourth one is also not a 9. And the last one is a 9. Center torso. Takes 5.
Nice.
Which one are you shooting at? The
Arctic cheetah prime. No, C. He's shooting at the...
The C, yeah.
Yep. Takes 5 points of damage. Center torso. Real bad.
And
It's
no
not
heat
great.
build.
Very well. Friend, Arctic cheetah C shall return fire against you.
And he decapitates me.
It would be a very funny start to the season. People already implied that I killed you at the very beginning because I said that everything went dark for you. It'd be amazing to fulfill that prophecy at the very start of the game.
This isn't the first time you've decapitated one of our mechs round 1.
3, 4, 5, 6. Your movement bumps it up to 7. What are we? 9 hexes away from each other? 8 hexes?
8 hexes.
I can fire at a 7. Medium pulse lasers. Pulse lasers are -1 to hit, correct? Or is it -2?
-2.
Okay,
-2.
so it would be as if I was shooting at short range with the pulse lasers. So 7, 7, 9, 9, 9, 9. How much heat is that going to give me? 20.
You're a clanner. You don't build heat.
You be quiet. I'm doing real math here. It's too much heat. I will fire 2 medium pulse lasers and 2 ER medium lasers, and we'll work from there.
That's 18 heat. So
7,
you still
7,
build
9, 9. That is a hit. Area 10 left arm takes 1 clan medium pulse lasers worth of damage.
7.
7, right?
7,
Okay. Is 7.
correct. That is a miss. Looking for a 9, which I got. 5 right leg takes 1 ER medium lasers worth of damage.
7.
Or 9 again. No. I build 5, 5, 4, 4 for
You build 1 point of heat.
18 plus. I jump 6 hexes.
Oh, you would jump 6.
Yes, all of my mechs jump 6 hexes. Which means I build 24 points of heat, which means I'm up +4.
Doesn't sound right.
The rookie numbers. You gotta pump those numbers.
Listen, motherfucker, I've had 3 Jenners explode from heat overload. I don't want to hear it from some TSM using first time bitch over here. Thinks he knows heat management.
I
You
haven't
don't.
exploded yet, so who's the bitch?
Does it appear that they're focus firing?
They fired so far. They fired on 2 different targets, and they've only had 2 people shoot. So to answer your question, the answer is no.
Okay. I was just wondering.
In 100% of cases, they have shot at different targets.
I was wondering if they seem to be aiming on one person in particular.
I suppose we'll find that out as the round continues.
That's fair.
Let us take a look at how damaged this Phoenix Hawk is. It seems like the answer to that is not very. Friends, countrymen, Lyrans, lend me your turn. Who shall fire?
Can I shoot at the mislinks? Is always that thing in the way?
This thing here?
Mhm.
You can fire at it. It does not have a +1 to cover, despite the fact it's got that cool little thing there. You ignore it.
I believe I am 13 hexes away.
Seems right.
13, yeah.
Oh, you could tag. You could try to go with the tag laser.
But you don't have any artillery support.
Oh, we don't for this mission.
We haven't called any in. Or we haven't called any support in.
You don't have to spend support for the artillery mechs. It's just that everybody's busy fighting their own battles right now.
When do we have to tell you that?
What, that you're calling in support?
Yeah.
Anytime you say during your shooting phase or your movement phase, you say, I'm going to spend points toward a support. And once the pool is full for that support, it happens. So you have all three aerospace support options, and you also have the anti-mech infantry. Your artillery is not online.
So aerospace would be just a firing run, would it be a bombing run?
Either.
We should bomb them
there's
right
three
now while they're
different
clustered up.
three different options: bombing run, strafing run, or air cover.
Does bombing run does
I
the bombs
ask you
explode
to turn
into-
to page 54 in your Mechwarrior Destiny books.
Okay, I'll look that up. I'm not
Bombing
gonna call
run is 2-point damage groups to 3 targets or destroy 1 building or fortification. Strafing run is assign 3 1-point damage groups to 3 ground targets.
That doesn't sound that great.
The way they're staying dancing together, the bombing run would be a lot more effective.
Just to
Well,
be clear,
it's
it
targeted on
outlines
the
how
mechs,
much
not the
damage that
group.
they do. We're no longer doing like 20 damage bombs from orbit. We're
Yeah.
doing Mechwarrior Destiny style. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, all of those damages are doubled. So, for instance, on a strafing run, you would assign 3 2-point damage groups to 3 different mechs.
Why are they doubled?
Because 1 point of damage is not a lot of damage. An artillery strike that only deals 1 point of damage is not a very good artillery strike.
Shooting pebbles from the sky.
Yes.
Essentially.
However, it is still your turn, Cotton. Do not allow everyone else to distract you from that fact. What would you like
I
to
wasn't
do?
distracted. I was just waiting.
Very well.
I believe I have 10s to shoot it at medium range.
Walk us through it. Give me your
So you
numbers.
you have +3 right here, right?
That is correct.
So I started 3. I ran for 2, which makes it 5. Medium range makes it 7, and his 3 makes 10.
Very well. Let's roll.
So here's the first LRM. Misses. And here's the second, which also misses.
Missiles spray across the cliffside around this mech here that seems surprised that someone is firing on it from this direction. The mech kind of steps back for a moment, confused. Let's see here. Who have I shot with? This guy.
Shot with the Arctic Sea and the...
Correct. I'm gonna fire with the other Arctic Cheetah now. I'm gonna fire with both ER medium lasers and both LRM5s. You're what, 10 hexes away? Let's figure it out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Perfect. You're right at the good numbers right there. 3, 6 for the jump. Your movement makes it 7. Medium range makes it 9. So it's 9s on everything.
Right, playing ER laser mediums or
Boom. Left arm, ER medium laser 1.
Okay.
7.
LRM 1, no. LRM 2, also no. Oh
Headshot.
boy, but that would be a headshot if it's successful.
You would have to hit a 9 still.
Friends are up. Oh, I have to do heat as well. I gain 14 plus 6, 20 points of heat. I dissipate 20 points of heat. I'm good.
I'll go.
Perfect.
I'll be shooting at the Arctic Cheetah C.
Very
I'll
well.
have 10s to hit. 3 at start, 3 for jumping, his 3 for his jump, and I'm at medium range, so it's +1. So it'll be at 10. I'm firing both my larges and my 3 medium lasers. So, large laser number 1. That'll hit. Center torso takes 8.
And which one were you shooting at?
C, one that Sid shot at.
That is
that's
going
internal.
to be through center torso.
It crits once.
How much damage?
8.
8.
I'm sorry, did I hear that it crits once?
Yes.
I'm super sad that the first crit of the game is on one of my mechs, but I'm so glad to roll crit dice. You know?
Hell yeah.
1-2 is
Fusion
hit.
engine.
Nice.
Instant bloom of 5 heat, pushing him into a heat range he doesn't want to be in.
Nah, that's the good range right there.
Yeah, get out of here, TSM.
All right, large laser number 2. That'll hit again. Your left leg takes 8. If it somehow
have
goes
8.
through, no, it just shaves off the armor.
I now need to make a roll to stay standing. I'm good.
You've only taken 16 though.
Sure?
Yeah.
Well, I
So large-
Oh, you
pre-made
hit
it
him
then.
once with a medium laser, so you took a 21.
Oh, you did hit with a medium laser.
Yeah, that was your
this is-
first shot.
No, this is a different. Oh, you're firing on the C.
C.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
the one that you shot.
Correct.
All right,
He's
medium
taking
laser.
20. Yeah. Do it.
Hit medium laser number 1. That'll miss. Medium laser number 2. Actually, these are hitting on 11s because it's longer range, technically speaking. And last medium laser number. Also miss. Okay.
Getting toasty? You like to get wet,
only
bro?
build 2 heat.
My last 2 mechs, Mislinks 1 and Mislinks 2, are going to fire at the Phoenix Hawk.
I have a feeling I'm gonna have to pull back for a round.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell you.
That's okay. We can both just
7.
pop
8.
back behind cover.
They're both going to unload their LRM 10s.
Yay. Leave my
Shot
left arm
1
alone.
at 9. Miss. Shot 2 at 9. Miss. That's it. Rad, I believe you're the last to act.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna shoot at the Mist Lynx B
Very
with
well.
my ER large laser at 8, I believe. Maybe 9, actually. Let's see. I'm in medium range. That's 2. He jumped for 3. That's 5. I jumped for 1. That's 6. And my shooting is a 3. So 9. ER large for 9.
Very well.
No.
Your Centurion turns and lets out a hellish red laser blast, but the Mistlings ducks underneath it as a huge cavalcade of rocks fall around it. Friends,
Several other lasers go off to no effect.
let us withdraw our movement dice and prepare for the next round.
Rad, my dice is on this mountain. Don't pick it.
I turned it pink just so I would know, and I turned mine darker
Did you?
red.
Oh,
so
I didn't show up my thing.
Listen,
I made it pinkish. I
she's
guess.
coughing to death, and you're stealing her dice from her, Rad.
These
Okay,
are my dice.
I want you to have some respect. Okay, some measure of respect.
I have
Oh,
none.
I see it. It's like hot pink.
Yeah, it was a very subtle change. It wasn't very drastic.
You all begin getting communication reports. You hear someone cut in over the comms and say, Sir, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
This is Operations Officer Rehnquist. I've got several of the other commands online if you wanted to hear from them.
Give me a situation report. How well or bad are we doing?
She's just like, we have 2 aerospace fighters and a fortress dropship is falling out of the sky. You can hear someone screaming in the background like, I told you, pilot, put the jets on left! She's just like, we're attempting to deploy the long tom cannon while landing. It is not working, sir. Orbital
not
assault
crash.
is partial failure. Partial failure.
You better not crash that drop ship.
I will pass your communications along to Commodore Rayev when I have the moment. He's a little busy right now, sir.
Keep your butts alive. That's an order.
On the background unit chatter, you can hear someone going, "Small lasers! If only I had some more small lasers. What's with this medium laser crap?" And you hear Captain Crossroads Howler go, "Shut the hell up! Stay in formation." There's some more back chatter. Someone is literally just singing something in Gaelic over the comms, and someone is like, "What's soothing music? But also, shut the hell up." The unit is having some trouble pulling itself together after everyone fell out of the sky.
This feels right.
Well, at least it sounds like morale is high.
This sounds like our unit.
Indeed.
You get a direct communication, Harridan, from Lieutenant Paul Cullors, your combat air coordinator. Sir, this is Lieutenant Cullors.
Go ahead.
I have communication with 2 of our pilots. They are still alive, full racks. They can come in anytime you need them to, sir. I'm detecting clan aerospace fighters are on their route to your battlefield. Should be arriving shortly.
Very well.
Okay. Let's roll
I send out a tight link to the rest of the land. Sounds like we've got birds in the air and they've got birds inbound, so we better make this quick.
How's a 14?
How's a 15?
This has never happened before. I don't understand what's going on.
This is weird. We're at close range here now, and we're winning initiative. This is
Yeah.
Sid, I'm so proud of you.
It's a
You're doing
strange
it.
feeling.
You're really doing it.
I'm contributing.
All right, Twilight Sparkle, calm down.
It's a strange feeling at the moment.
I'm gonna need a minute. I literally do not know how to break this down and approach this.
Just charge forward. That's,
Declare DFA.
Yeah, that's what I don't want. That's the thing. If I charge forward, Bandito is just gonna be like, "I declare DFA," and I'm gonna be like, "Groan! I don't want to open those rules up tonight. Come on."
I have no reason to declare DFA at the moment.
Is DFA better in the system? I'm really excited. If
No,
it is.
DFA is exactly the
Probably
same as
worse.
before,
was
and you're
Yeah.
actually worse pilots, so it's a lot harder.
However, I can double DFA.
I want to. No, you can't.
Yeah, I can. Melee Master.
Does not allow you to DFA twice.
Would you like me to read it to you?
Absolutely. Tell me more.
All right, you keep going. I'll get it here in a second.
No. I want to know this. Melee Master. I'm googling it.
It's on page
Melee
760,
combat. Melee.
170 something.
170. Yeah.
Sure.
It says unit can deliver an additional physical attack.
That does not.
I think you would have to do a punch or a kick after
Yeah, that's
that.
an additional punch
Correct.
or a kick.
Don't worry, guys. Melee Master. Last sentence in the first paragraph. This attack may even be combined with a charge or death from above attack.
So you could
So I guess it
DFA
means
on them.
Basically, you can
I
DFA
can
and then
double death
punch.
from above. but I
It
can
literally
punch
indicates
death
you
from
can
above at the same
punch,
time.
kick, club, or hatchet. That is its
Yeah.
wording.
So
So
I
you can
death from above
DFA and then
at
punch
the same
somebody.
time. That
Okay.
sounds pretty cool.
So he can like DFA them, backflip, land in front of them, and then punch.
Punch them.
Everything you're saying is wrong. Just stop. Just don't. Please don't.
Mechwarrior Ninja.
No. Everything you're saying doesn't exist.
We've hit anime level now.
No, that doesn't exist either.
We just need one mech to like stand on another mech and combine their powers now.
Ooh. I forgot what stomach ulcers felt like until this very moment. Sounds like
I
someone's
did
been
finish
watching
that anime. By the
way
way.
too
I
much
finally
Gurren
did go
Lagann.
back and finish watching Gurren Lagann.
Here's the other thing. We have a lady with cybergenetic rabbit ears.
She also has a tail.
It's pretty anime.
Oh, I didn't even mention Butch McGurk's
Cyber arm?
robot arm.
Sure you didn't. The
Lost one of
Arctic
his arms.
cheetah jumps into super close range.
Under
The-
mysterious circumstances.
The robot arm with the cool paint job.
Yes. At this point, they've probably been friends long enough to have his decorated robot arm.
She's been back in the unit for over 3 years, so
Yeah. That's also probably where she got her her love of heavy weapons, since Butch McGurk is the OG.
we
heavy
have
weapon.
not even talked about how Cotton's character has like 3 crew work weapons that require 2 or more normal people to fire.
Butch has got 2, I
But-
think.
At the end of last season, I had 2 of those.
Yeah, but we never talked about it. But now you're literally just like, I have an autocannon, a sniper rifle, a grenade launcher, a paint gun, apparently.
Actually, I didn't get the paint gun. I think I had switched the autocannon for the other thing.
Oh boy, wonderful. The missile pack. You got the short range missile.
SRM launcher.
Rapier 2.0 over here.
Here's the elemental show up again.
Friends, it is still your movement, however.
I'm gonna try and wait and go near last, guys. Just so you know.
Rad's like, look, guys,
I'll go.
I really want to dash in a melee range with like a 18-point movement, so Arthur's not expecting it. You guys just
Correct.
go ahead.
I moved.
Did you walk or did you jump?
I walked.
Okay.
I don't want to. I don't want the extra modifiers to shoot.
You would also like the extra modifiers to get hit though. As I imagine now they're coming for you.
Oh, I'm starting to feel like that's probably a certainty. Yeah.
Friends, you're up.
I would prefer to move close to Matt last as well in my situation.
Okay. 1, 2. Can I walk over, Rad?
Yes.
You can walk there.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Probably face this. You guys are up.
Tells me they don't like me very much.
Who's left? Is it me and Pondo?
This is me and you.
Okay. Let me look at the stuff here. These 2 nerds up here hasn't moved yet.
Correct.
Aerodynamic instinctively reaches out and smashes the 1v1 button, but it's not there.
They can jump 6.
Yes.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Keep
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let me
those
make.
are 1 depth deep, Rad.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can't just ignore those.
Nope.
Poopy.
Yeah, you're even if you activate your supercharge, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
be
I can't
able
make
to
it. Close though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna run over there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I would definitely love if they had something else to shoot at other than me.
This is where I was like, sorry, sir, but I got a bandit ship. Hop on the cliff side.
I need more than that. I need...
Baynuda's like, how much are the Clans paying?
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is where Bandito realized.
They might accept you into the merchant cast.
They might execute him on the spot.
Probably execute me on the spot.
That sounds a lot more likely.
I don't know how much they know about me.
They literally just told you they'd heard about you from the Steel Vipers.
Well, those
They used a
steel
whole bunch of
vipers
turrets
are
to
a
shoot our
bunch of
master.
chatty Cathys.
Do we have like our own, just between us that the clans can't hear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, then I want to open the coffin and say, good luck, Maxie. Hope you don't die.
Ooh, she hit with the maxi too.
Oh, that's right. She hates you. Forgot about that.
No, I think she's indifferent.
That is not my recollection, but sure.
She hates
Arthur
authority. He
just
just
wants
happens to be in that spot.
Remember, Arthur wants everyone to hate me.
I'm gonna jump for 5.
That's been proven on multiple shows. And not because I did anything that was mass murdery or pyromania related in any way.
Black Rabbit and I are going to keep trying to whittle down this mist lynx.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh, I'm telling you.
As a friend.
I do that anyway, but now I'm tempted to shoot something else.
I was going to do it anyway. Not because you said, because I want to.
My choice, not yours.
I tell my wife that all the time, even though it's kind of not true.
I'm going to do the dishes, but not because you told me to.
Because I feel like it.
Oh, that's where my Arctic Cheetah Sea went. I was wondering where he went.
Oh, did he run away?
Yeah, he had hit behind a cliff.
It's pretty unusual for you to see a clan force retreat. It does not happen often.
Something retreat? Oh, that guy did?
I'll open up the comms. They're like, I don't think I've ever seen a clan of retreat before. Seems the Steel Vipers are better. I close the comms.
Oh wow, total silence over the comms.
The alliance side is like, sir, let's not antagonize him too much.
Do you guys have to piss off everybody that we get in a battle with?
In a word, yes. Pretty much yes.
We don't have to. We just somehow we end up to. I think
Don't have to, but you know, it's fun.
Right.
Besides, they are trying to kill us after all.
here's the thing. I could say screw you to one guy in particular, but I don't think I want
What
to do
did I
that.
do to you?
No, not you.
How deep in here do you want to go? Look at these beautiful back shots. It would just put you in a really weird position of everyone being able to shoot you at super short range.
Yeah.
Yeah. How deep do you want to go, Bandito? How brave
One guy
are
would
you?
have difficult shooting me.
You wanna do it? Let's throw down. Let's do it. Step right on in. Old man Bandito piloting a desk for 7 years.
You know, if I had my Marauder in that position, I'd definitely jump there.
Wow. Yeah, well, I have
Your
to tell
Marauder
you,
has
your
more
Marauder is 100 tons, so your Marauder can fight the whole enemy lance and win.
Your Marauder would be able to one-shot these mechs.
I would get so excited if a position like that opened up when I was in the Marauder. It never happened to me.
Yeah, well, the very next turn, everyone would be standing directly behind the Marauder.
That's where the jump jets come in.
Of course. Their jump jets are better than yours.
That's fair. If we catch one of these, I want it. I want to jump that much.
All right, I cleared DF8 now.
I declare double DFA.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing, Raddosaurus Alpha.
Well, they're right next to each other, so you should be able to, you know.
Oh, you're gonna Mario
line
stomp?
tackle
You're
both of them.
just gonna jump from head to head?
You need the one mech that attaches to the other mech so you can disconnect and make
That's
DFA
still
hit
not a
two
thing.
targets.
Oh. The Cotton is like, I want to get a dual cockpit mech with Bandito, and then our mech splits into 2 mechs.
Well, if I did that with anybody, it would probably be Rad because I think he would be more in the boat for it.
Rad's like, all right, look, Arthur, I got a dual
It's
mech
true.
cockpit lamb.
Yep. That separates.
Cotton
Into
pilots
two
it in
generators.
aerospace mode. And I pilot it while it's in mech mode.
We have 5 Jenners combined and form Devastator.
I think 5 Jenners could beat a Devastator.
I'll jump into here.
Into the wood square?
Yep.
Very well.
Yeah, that tree is.
I don't like these trees. Damn it.
Take yourself
I
off.
flipped mine upside down and kind of wedged it in there.
Mine can't wedge.
Oh yeah, you don't have the little card.
And that tree is like right in the center. I know which hex I'm in. Only have a
Close
two.
enough.
Boogity, 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 boogity. At the beginning of the firing phase, I declare a clan bombing run.
We declare interference.
Do you have 2 people to spend 2 plot points?
Shit.
It's only
I don't
3
know how many
for air
plot points we
support.
have.
No, there's 3 different types of. So each of you has the amount of points equal to your edge, which means Sid
I
is
have 2
2.
plot points.
Everybody has 1, and you can pool them together. You just say, "I'm spending 1 towards this."
I didn't think the GM started with any plot points.
I don't have to spend plot points. I can just tell you what happens. I'm bad and evil like that.
Don't think that's how it's supposed to work, but
I'm
okay.
telling you.
I can't argue with that.
All right, let me tell you're talking about for the tabletop RPG aspect of it, not for
Well,
the total war. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
If we were on foot, I would start with however many the GM starts with. I think it's 0. We're not there. We're in the total war
Okay,
side.
that's fine. I don't think it specifies that that's only for one side of the game and not the other.
There is a bombing run happening. You let
That's
me
fine.
know what you want to do.
I thought we had edge and plot points. Do we just have 1 plot point?
The number of edge that you have is equal to your plot points are equal to the edge that you have.
Okay.
So if you have
I got
1
it.
edge, you also have 1 plot point.
Yes, you have. So you have.
But they are not the same thing. What you
Right.
spend edge on and what
So
you
can
spend plot
spend a
points on.
plot point and you still have your edge.
Correct.
Yeah.
was it,
Bandito, if you want to interfere
groups
with
of-
that, I'll toss in one of my plot points to assist.
What was it? Was like 3 groups of.
This is a bombing
2
run, so it's
3 groups
two
of 2
2-point
for the straight.
damages on 3 different targets, which will
Or-
be
So it'd be
doubled to
2
4
4 points.
damage. 2 4-point damages on 3 different people.
Yeah, I'll throw in my plot point in there.
Okay. You notice a pair of clan Yagatis begin to dive out of the sky when the final 2 Corsairs of Crowflight pop out. You hear someone go, "Do not worry, friends. I have your back." As the 2 aerospace forces begin circling each other, instead of bombs falling everywhere, now there's just lasers and missiles going all over the battlefield. I have to tell you, Black Rabbit, you're receiving a personal communication from the other pilot, Enamored, who is just going through her life story with you. She's like, "I don't know that we've ever met before. Oh, sorry, I'm dodging here. I'm actually a daughter of a Ministry of Canopus. Oh, okay, missiles here. Ambassador, and I just want to introduce myself. I've got cat ears," and I go, "Okay, all right, eject. No, I'm good. Okay. Anyway, I just thought we should meet and have coffee sometime or something."
You really think this is the proper time for that?
Well, I could die at any moment, so, I just want to get it all out there.
Fair enough.
How are you doing?
Okay. Better than you, it sounds like.
Wow.
Both the pilot and myself have no answer for that. That's
Well, she was just contemplating ejecting. I mean, sounds like she's in a pickle.
5, 6. Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of things happening. Arctic Cheetah firing on Phoenix Hawk. I'm not close enough for that flamethrower yet, which is really unfortunate. Short range LRMs, medium range lasers. Let's do it. They're kicking their active probes and ECM suits into place, so let me double check and make sure you guys have someone with a ECM in place to counter their ECM. Or sorry,
I do.
do you have an active probe?
I don't have an active probe. I'm sorry. I have a Guardian ECM.
Then their active probe cuts your ECM and you are affected by their ECM. So in fact, Bandito and just Bandito can no longer communicate with the rest of you. He is cut off by communications.
Okay.
And
So you have to activate that?
oh, I'm sorry. Sid is also in range as well. Uh, 3, 6. You didn't move enough, but there is a thing in front of you, so 7. Medium range makes it 8, 9. Oh, sorry, these are short range. 7, 7, 9, 9.
They have an ECM?
Yeah.
Which one has the ECM?
Almost all of them have ECM.
Oh, one has the ECM suite.
Yes.
They all have like Active Pro. Only one has the ECM
Yes,
suite.
the one that's within 6 X's of both of you has the ECM suite. 7 LRM. Yes. Cluster of 10 on a 5.
Should be 3 missiles.
4 missiles.
Ah,
All 4
damn
missiles
it.
hit center torso.
I have a Beagle Active Probe. What
So
is that?
that's
Beagle
SRM,
Active
so that's
Probe
8 damage, right?
Cuts through. It allows you to see hidden units, and it also cuts through ECMs. You're too far away for it to matter right now.
No, I was just checking
Yep.
in case I needed it later.
Sid, what's your question?
So that was SRM, so that's total 8 damage, right?
No, LRM.
So 4 damage.
4 damage. Miss. Looking for 9s on the laser. Nope. And no. Firing complete. Let's talk about heat. (14 plus 6 is gonna be 20. I'm good. 0 heat build. Y'all are up.
I'd like to fire on this Mistlinks B.
Very well.
Do it.
That's 4 hexes away. So 3, 6, 7. We're at short range for my ER mediums. And we're at medium range for my medium pulses, but that doesn't matter. So 3, 6, 7. So 7s for everything. So we got 4 ER mediums and 2 medium pulse lasers. So ER medium 1 hits in the 9, 5 damage to the left leg.
5 damage left leg. Miss Links B?
Yep.
Very well. That opens up but does not continue in on the leg.
Second ER medium hits the left torso for 5.
Left torso for 5. Got it.
That's a miss. That is also a miss. Medium pulse number 1 will hit 7 damage to your left torso.
Oops.
Wait, 6 damage. Sorry, 6 damage.
Internal.
No crit.
That's unfortunate for you.
And boxcars hits your right arm for 6.
Internal.
No crit.
SidAlpha. I can't believe you're hitting but not critting. This is an unusual time for you.
No one
I
crits.
build 1 heat because I walked.
The real wonder is that he's hitting.
It's true.
Why would you say something incredibly mean like that?
Because it's true.
Because he's Pondo.
I've seen Thursday. I've seen Saturday night. It was not a great time for Sid.
He counterfires Alpha Strike.
Well, this will be fun for me.
You should have seen Can Call and Sid's rolls.
6. So medium lasers will hit for 6. ER small laser will hit for 8. And SRM 6 will also hit for 8. Left leg takes ER medium lasers worth, which is what, 7?
7.
Very well. 7 points of damage. No. 8 is a hit on the ER small. Patient left leg.
It's 5, right? For a clan
Yes.
small. Yeah.
Wow, really? Wow.
Clan
Yeah.
small lasers are 5 points of damage.
Good lord.
Mediums are 7. Larges are 10.
That's all right. A hit. 10 on a 6-pack. Also, 5 missiles hit. First hits your left leg, 2 points of damage.
Okay.
What pack did you? Oh, is SRM?
6, yes.
Well, that was the other one,
How's
Fighter
your leg doing?
It's still okay.
Missile 2 hits your left torso, 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Missile 3 hits your center torso, 2 points of damage. Missile 4, right leg.
Okay.
Missile 5, center torso.
Okay.
Second pack. Miss. Firing concludes. Heat build is +6. You guys are up.
If you guys are going to
Ouchie.
focus fire on the mist links, I'll do mine and go against the Arctic cheetah. I'm just going to do 3 medium lasers SRM 4s because I'll be punching in the physical phase. 3 jumped for 6. He has +3 is 9. That's it.
Very well.
Yes.
For the medium laser 1 hit. Right torso takes 5. It goes crits once.
Right torso rear.
Yep.
How much damage?
5,
5.
so it goes through and crits
Yes.
once.
Six one is the gyro.
That's right.
You're
That's
looking at
center
center
torso.
torso, right torso.
You need to roll again.
Nope.
Actually, you just need to roll 1 die.
6-1 is the active probe.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, hey, that solves my problem.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't.
Well, no.
No, there's still like
It doesn't.
others. Actually,
That-
no, I think I'm out of range.
The ECM suite still works. Their active probe is DP. Each of them has an active probe. So
Yeah, one's still in 5
Yeah.
hexes. It's actually
Yep.
2. Oh, well.
It's the ECM suite you want to get, brother.
Yep. Medium laser number 2. Still need 9.
Where's it hit?
That's a shame. That would have crit again.
Left torso. I'll burn one of my
We
points of
can't.
edge.
Can't spend
can't.
edge on other people anymore.
What?
We'd say that at the beginning.
I told you that in the
Yes.
Patreon meeting rules. I put it in the Discord, and I said it at the beginning of the show.
Selective deafism, I
Yep.
think.
Medium laser 3 misses as well.
Okay.
And streak 4s. That also
No,
misses.
no joy. You do that Mechwarrior 2 thing where you keep trying to get the lock on, spend the whole time fighting it, but it will never flash.
I don't waste the ammo, so it's fine.
Indeed.
I'm back at 0 heat.
First shot.
Oh, how much damage did I take? Did I build up to 20?
Maybe. I wasn't.
I
No,
need
it was,
firing modifiers this time around.
It was 8 and 7. That's
Alright,
15
Cheetah,
damage.
Mace Lynx, B. Go with one of these guys.
Wait, no. No, I did build 20 damage.
Well, make a piloting roll, bro. How'd you do? Good enough.
I rolled a 9.
Really good enough.
That should be good enough.
Five points for Phoenix Hawk. Range streak SRMs. I think I can do with that. No machine guns. 3-6. You have no defense, so 7-6. LRM is 6. Streak SRM is 8. course, it doesn't fire if it doesn't. LRM is go. Cluster of 9 on a 10 pack. 8 missiles hit. The first 5 strike your left leg.
Okay.
How's that leg doing?
Armor's getting low.
I feel like it should definitely be getting pretty low. I feel like it's going to hit a lot. Second 3 hits your right arm.
Okay.
SRM streak 4, no fire. That concludes shooting. No heat build. Sorry, Rad, I failed you.
Did.
You guys are
God,
up?
I'm taking a lot of punishment.
Hey, man. I've been trying to warn you.
Did you want to go next?
Sure. I'm going to shoot my ER large laser and 3 ER medium lasers at this mist lynx. The large laser is in short range, and the ER medium lasers are in medium range.
Very well.
Lynx B.
4. He jumped. 5, 6, 7. Is that 7 for the large laser? 9 for the medium lasers. Large laser first. Will hit in the 12, which is the head.
How much damage is it?
Yep.
ER medium? It's only 5.
No, that was my
Large.
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 Oh, it's 8.
Does 8 damage to the head.
Nice.
Pilot is damaged.
Now I will shoot at 9s with ER midgems. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, it's conscious.
Can't I spend a point to make a headshot worse? What page is that on?
Pretty sure you can.
Yep. Where was
You want to spend
spending
that point?
plot points? I gotta look it up first. Went down like page 50 something.
34.
34.
A player that targets a head hit with an attack can spend a plot point to apply full damage to start. Ignore that point. That's for
Oh, that's for their like
that's for their shitty version.
special thing or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Never mind. Okay, so my first ER, I knew there was something, I just couldn't remember what it was.
Yep.
First ER misses, my medium. My second medium will hit. No, yes. 5, 6, 7. Nope, will miss. And my last ER medium will also miss.
Wow.
And that is it. And I still have exactly 9 heat. Oh, a few small lasers fire to make sure I reach 9 heat. Stay at 9 heat. Pew pew.
Very well.
Just to add some additional color to the shot.
Yeah, I think that got me to like 35. So I needed like an ER small and a regular small to fire. Something like that.
The X's. So it's still going to be 3, 6, 6, and 8.
Must be some weird stuff for clans. I think someone just shooting random lasers.
Yeah.
This is a
What is he
hit.
doing?
What is he
LRMs.
doing?
Still shooting at me?
Yep.
Okay.
Of course.
6 LRMs hit. First 5 strike your left torso.
Ouch. Okay.
The remaining 1 point hits your right arm.
Okay.
3 SRM fires fire.
Shit.
First missile strikes your left leg.
Okay.
Left torso.
Okay.
Right leg.
Okay.
Right leg.
Okay.
Shooting's
How's it looking
done.
there,
No heat build.
I'm gonna get over the comms and say, you know, Max, if you would not destroy that, I would appreciate it. I just painted it.
I would love to not destroy it, believe me.
You know, Harridan, looking at your mech sheet right now, I guess you could say this combat's going to cost you an arm and a leg. That one's for you, chat. That's for the guy in the pre-chat that was saying Arthur's horrible puns sustain his life. That one's for you, buddy. I believe this leaves us with just Cottontailed to fire, as the remaining unit is not in range of any of its weapons and will not
I'll
fire.
shoot my 2 LM5s at the mist for 10.
Very well.
Here's the first one.
Wow. Ooh, it hits.
Wow.
Location 10. Oh wait, no, they do this. They do these different. That's right.
Buster 10, 4 missiles hit. That's
I haven't done this before. I don't know what to do.
So left arm takes 10.
Is she in the fort? Yeah, she's in the fort.
Left arm takes 4.
Okay. That takes off the last bit of the armor. Okay. Missile pack 2.
Nope.
It misses, but I'm lucky, so I want to re-roll it.
Nice.
I don't know what that bullshit is, but I'm sure
Lucky,
it will.
it's one of the pilot skills, so you gotta re-roll something, like an attack roll.
Unit may re-roll a limited number of failed attack and pilot skill control rolls. Very well, go ahead.
I knew Arthur would love that one.
Unfortunately, you're not that
Still
lucky.
miss. I mean, I could do it again, but I'm not going to.
Oh.
Very well.
Arthur's Bane comes again.
Make your punch roll.
Make my punch rolls?
Yeah. Wait, did I just hear rolls? Are you a melee master?
No, you punched. Everybody punches twice, though.
No.
I didn't shoot with my large lasers, so I'm good.
I don't remember how to play this game, guys. We haven't played it since August 29th.
Fair.
I've literally had like 20 tabletop RPG sessions since then. I never knew how to play this game in the first place. Normally I just have James text me everything throughout the show, and then I say things and it's wrong, and then James is like, "No, terrible."
I'm actually waiting on a response from James right now.
I just joked about that on
Saturday.
On Saturday, I was like, "Yeah, Rad pretty much just talks to James the whole time, gets all his battle plans."
Start at 3, jumped, make it 6, and then his 3 makes it 9, so I'm hitting 9s.
Good.
That is not a 9. Second. That is also not a 9.
This is where, I swear to God, Pondo's gonna be like, "Also, I have Lucky Arthur."
No, I didn't take lucky. I would only been able to take 1 point.
Eventually, everyone's going to have a lucky.
Well, you can only have 3 SPAs now, right?
You can only have 2.
Well, you cap out at 2. Yeah. Good luck. Good. You're gonna invest everything in Lucky. Bye, bye, bye.
We'll say 4 CP worth. You get lucky for.
Friends, let us withdraw our dice. Do any heat calculations you need to do, and then we will wrap up for this particular session.
I'm at 0.
I'm at 1.
Oh, look at Mr. I'm at 0. Must be nice. I like this new overlay stinger transition thing. Very cyber techy. Where we at, friends? How are we feeling? Season 4, first episode. Audience,
So far.
live audience, check in with us in chat, or throw something on Discord. Let us know how you feel. Cast. Let's talk about how we feel so far about the season. We're going to start off with the character who's been voted most likely to die, narratively and also literally, SidAlpha.
Yeah, I'm feeling like the clanners don't like me very much for some reason. Like, I don't know what
You're easy to
somebody
shoot.
said.
You're easy to shoot. That's the thing. I would love... Listen to me. Listen very carefully. If Pondo would stand still, I would annihilate him. Yeah. It would be a wave of death. But he keeps jumping everywhere.
Yeah.
I would fucking murder him. In an
yeah,
instant.
I know. I'm trying to make it as difficult as possible for you. That's why I jumped in those woods.
Sid, how are we feeling about this season so far?
So far, well, considering that my mech is getting picked apart, not great, but, not bad either. I think as far as intros to a new season goes, this one was a really good one. And I'm looking forward to it, even if I have to drop a new character after next week. I'd rather not do that, but we'll see what happens.
Pondo, what do you got for me? We have to say.
I don't know what to say about Sid's purposely making himself a pincushion at the moment.
Yeah.
Despite my...
It's almost like his call sign used to be Death Wish.
It's not your call sign now, man. Trying to bring it back, is that it?
We'll see.
Just trying to make sure you don't get shot up that easily.
How you feel about the season, Pondo?
I mean, it's all right so far.
Oh, it's all right. Okay. I didn't spend months working on it. That's fine. It's all right.
Well, we've only started.
I don't know what heights I'm going to have to take it away to blow you away with the season opener. I'm going to have to physically design a mech, walk it out of a dropship that I've also hand designed, and have it explode with fireworks, laser lights, and dubstep track that I designed myself as well.
It's hard to judge from his first combat, other than Sid has been taking a brutal beating at the
Very
moment.
well. It's fine.
And then have the entire scene that Arthur constructs narrated by Jordan Wiseman.
Really? just gonna call up the head of Battletech and be like, "Hey man, you want to come out and watch me make a mech and then shoot some fireworks off it?"
Yeah.
I don't know that Jordan Weissman's taking my calls. Although Jordan, if you're watching, you can contact me APGamingREAL at gmail.com anytime. Let's talk. Sid is like forwarding clip.
Let's see. No, I'm just searching through all of my email contacts here.
Cottontailed. How are you feeling about the season so far?
Okay. It's a lot smoother than my introduction to last season.
Well, I believe the introduction to last season was everyone's dying and we're all running away. Welcome to your first day at work.
Hmm?
Okay.
Now, yeah, this is a fight.
This is a fight.
Hmm?
Truth.
This is a fight. We are fighting.
Hey, it's very similar though, because since I'm in a new mech with weapons I've never used before, I still have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I actually never have an idea what I'm doing. Go back and watch the beginning of the last round of combat. I was like, I know if I move anywhere, Bandito's going to jump behind me. I'm just going to have to bait it out, let it happen, and then chase Sid down. And it took me like 10 minutes to decide on that strategy.
I mean, I was thinking about jumping behind him too.
I was so sure I could maybe get away from Bandito, and then I worked out the math, and no, Pondo's just a huge pain in the ass. Cotton.
Could have not went to that spot.
If I recall correctly, Cotton, you're a good student. You normally do your homework. Sometimes it doesn't happen. I wanted to ask you, good student, did you ever finish writing that letter from a certain character to another character?
I had to ask you about the space magic before I finished
We
it.
made a promise, no space maggot. Just
Okay, I just have to make sure before I write any few sentences in that letter.
I was hoping you could read it now so that we could know what was written in that letter to Bandito that he promptly ignored.
It
I had a
probably...
feeling that I wasn't ready, so...
Screw up again and I'll kill you.
It was pretty ready. I just had to know about that.
Jesus Christ. It was written by
That's all-
Cotton,
that's
not by
all the
you.
letter said.
The letter just says, "I know where you sleep."
I probably said, hey, Mr. Gray, because I think she knew him as Vincent Gray.
Yeah.
I hope you're staying good. Remember that I can come find you if you aren't. Lord Esteban says hi. Come and visit me sometime.
I don't think Lord Esteban would say hi. It'd probably something very
Lord
demeaning.
Esteban really misses you.
That is...
Is that the PS?
That's the PS.
Raddosaurus.
Arthur Perkins.
I'm going to ask you about your stuff in a second, but I have no answer for what you've thrown in Battletech chat for me.
What do you mean?
In regards to the GM's ability to bring in battlefield support.
Oh, well, that's just the rules. I mean,
I'm aware of that, right?
okay.
Uh,
That's
if I, as a GM, am now constrained from being able to do stuff on the battlefield by waiting for you guys to do stuff on the battlefield, I feel like that limits my artistry to some point.
no.
I can
I'm
no
not
longer
saying we
just
have
be
to
like, "Here's an ambush," and you're like, "No, Arthur, you didn't spend any plot points on
look.
that."
I'm not saying we have to go by that. I'm just saying I think there might be people watching the show that are watching it specifically to see how Destiny plays. So I think it's important to note that that's what the rules are, and we're house ruling it because we think that of this rule. You know what I
I
mean?
hadn't considered that from that angle. If you would like to, please read the rules so that the folks at home could know how I blatantly ignored it.
Sure. So generally, to summarize, the players start with a pool of plot points that is equal to the amount of edge that they have. And of course, all those points are assigned to individuals. They're not an actual pool. But just for the sake of simplicity, players have X amount of plot points. GM starts with none. And then every time players spend plot points, the GM receives one, irregardless of how many plot points they spent. So like if we spent 3 plot points to call in air support, the GM would then have 1 plot point. So it actually takes a lot of players spending plot points for the GM before the GM can do anything. I think so. It's really hard to do because you start with so few. But and this might just be a thing with Arthur's style and the way he does things. He doesn't usually reward things like inspiration or plot points or stuff like that very often. And I think in this system they're meant to flip back and forth a lot, like all of the time. And that's why if players are constantly spending them because they think they're going to get them back, then the GM will constantly have a supply of them. You know what I mean? So maybe it's a style thing. Maybe it's just because I do think it's important for the GM to maintain narrative control of the situation, right? Like in order to create drama and suspense and all of that kind of stuff. I do agree with Arthur that this probably isn't the best rule to follow for the kind of game that we like to play. So I guess that's kind of my thoughts on that rule and how we use it or don't use it. Yeah. So that's on page 186 of the book for those of you that have your closed beta Destiny rulebook and you're interested in reading more. I also want to remind everybody to make sure you're tracking your medals progress. I got a headshot today, so I'm now 1 out of 5 towards the sharpshooter medal. So for any of you that landed crits, make sure you're keeping track of how many crits you land, how many headshots you might hit, and of course later on when we destroy stuff, how many mechs you've destroyed.
Does
So
the crits
basically,
count
I'm
even if it
gonna be
doesn't
like
complete
the
armor?
only person two more seasons in with like no medals.
Well,
get the
no,
double
there are
ones
some medals
eventually,
just
right?
for you, Sid. There's this medal called Jinxed.
Oh yeah.
Roll snake eyes 5 times in a row.
So I gotten 2 crits so far, actually.
Yeah. Crits should be one probably a lot of us get because crits happen on a relatively regular basis. And the other one is taking pilot damage. Sid, you're really good at that one as well. Once you've taken a total of 5 pilot damage,
You might get one soon.
you'll get a medal called the Easy Target, which is pretty cool. I do think medals are one of my favorite things about Destiny. And even if we weren't playing Destiny, I would want to use the medals table because I think it's a lot of fun and really cool and a good way to keep track of things. And that's on page 192 of the Destiny rulebook. I like.
Yeah, I was actually gonna print that out so I could have it here. And
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna keep a running chart of the medals. So if you guys, if we check in at the end of every session.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Note that
How does
mech
what does
destruction is probably going to be really tough to keep track of because mech destruction only counts if only 2 people shot that mech. Anything less than 50% no longer counts, I believe.
Say that again.
There has to be, you have to do 50% or more damage or something like that for mech destruction to count. So like if all 4 of you shoot at the same target, you don't earn destroy a light mech.
I think it's just at the GM's discretion. I don't think it gives.
I think it counts it the same way they do XP, which.
Okay, here we go. Shared kills.
Yes.
When counting mech kills for medal requirements, if the GM deems that you contributed more than 50% of the damage to the destroyed mech, then you count it as 1 kill, i.e., you paint 1 new kill marker on your mech. If you contributed 50% or less of the damage, you count it as half of a kill.
Correct.
So you'll still get some credit.
So I still have a potential to get credit for some.
Yeah, you'll
things.
get kills in the halves. Yeah, which I
So
think
if-
makes a lot of sense because I think it's silly for the only person to get credit for a kill to be the person who landed the kill shot. I think this is a way better way of tracking it.
We got Cotton.
No, it's all right.
Nope, we're on you.
No,
Spotlight.
I mean, Rad pretty much answered it already.
Okay,
It's
all
fine.
right.
So what qualifies as a crippled mech?
The target that has no center torso armor that is retreating right now counts as a crippled mech.
Okay. Just because he took a hit? Okay. So that would constitute as a 1 experience. We're getting ahead of ourselves. I'm sorry.
Well, he hasn't retreated yet, so.
Okay. I don't know. There's one for mech has retreated.
Yes.
And then another
So
one for...
remember how a couple times we've had mechs that haven't been destroyed but are just laying there on the ground, the pilot unable to eject? That's a cripple mech.
So if that mech leaves, the enemy target leaves, we would all get the 1 experience?
A character who forces an enemy target. So the person
So
who
whoever
shot it.
did the so that would be you,
Okay.
because you did the engine hit, right?
Yeah, I blasted through a center torso armor and then
Yeah.
crit his engine.
We'll talk.
Also, Arthur, sometime this week, I would like us to go over fame and figure out how much fame we have, if we started with any or not.
None yet. We'll find out how much you get as the campaign goes along.
Okay, I'm sure I'll rack up the infamy pretty quick.
Kill ejected pilots, friend, or walk off the battlefield. That's a great way to lower it very quickly. Destroy a mech that is 2 or more weight classes lighter. And if you do that, you don't get the awards for killing that mech. So, like, if you're an assault mech gunning down lights, you don't get the light killer reward.
Oh, does it really says that?
Yep, it says it under the bully
does,
category. Yep. Yeah, being a huge
I don't know
bully.
if I agree with that one, but I guess that's okay.
Well, remember that Mechwarrior is supposed to be about honorable knights engaging in battle.
I know, but if you're on a battlefield and you're an assault mech, you're not going to stand there and let a bunch of lights shoot at you. You're going to fucking blow them up.
I agree with that, but also I remember when long-range missiles flew from one continent to another and not 1 mile.
That's silly. That's not real.
Missiles can't travel that far. It's physically
That's
impossible.
ridiculous.
Raddosaurus, how do you feel about the first episode?
It blew me away, Arthur. I was amazed. I could tell you put a
how
lot of
about
work into it.
How about your
I was-
actual
I was
report?
floored the entire time. Oh, no, I liked it. I thought it was fun.
I would love if someone said that for real, but I'm not feeling it because it sounds like you're full of shit.
No, it's pretty cool. I think it's very Arthur Perkins. Of course, in the first episode, our dropship that we just spent $1 billion on and is like the most.
It's the leopard dropship.
It's not our fortress. Okay.
The fortress is falling out of the sky, but maybe it'll be fine. The leopard dropship's the one that exploded.
Of course, beginning of the season, all of our shit is fucked up, and it's all. I mean, why would it be anything else other than that?
Everything's fucked up. We're completely separated from all our
we don't have
guys.
any support, and everybody's fucking dicking around or whatever. So yeah, it's very typical beginning of the season here. It's business as usual in Crow's Black.
I'm still waiting for the Centurion to get stuck in to see it start punching.
Oh yeah, I gotta get.
Yeah,
in there.
I've been so confused as to why he's like
It's like,
hounding
why are
at the
you
edge
on
of
the
the
other
battle.
side of the battlefield?
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't the only person confused about that. I thought
just
he was
saw an
gonna.
opportunity to run 12 hexes. And it didn't even matter which way I was facing.
I was waiting for
It
him to
was-
get in there and fucking Hadouken and just be like, boom,
I was just like,
boom.
watch this, guys.
Here's a 20-point punch to the head.
Like a little kid that's like, look at me, look at me, look at me. And just
Also,
starts
whenever
running
I
across the
punch, I fire an ER large laser.
No, I couldn't get that, unfortunately. Stupid 2 special ability rule really. But yeah, I had fun. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting in melee range next week. So
Right.
I don't think it's going to be that hard.
Pondo, under the official rules, this mech is not crippled, but it is retreating.
Well, it hasn't retreated yet.
Well, it is retreating because I want it and I want to keep it for the future. So stop touching it and give it back. That's my toy. I'm putting it back in its.
Son of a bitch down.
I'm putting it back in its box. Okay, it was pristine until you got your greasy goddamn hands on it. Now it's not mint condition anymore.
Took it out of.
You know how long I gotta put this thing back in the mech bay in order to get it working again? I don't get to spend
hours?
1 XP
Oh,
anymore.
actually, no, I hurt your thing. Yeah.
I hurt your thing. Grr.
I critted its engine. That's right.
Hurt your engine. Actually,
I'm sorry, AP, but I broke one of your many toys.
I'm gonna crit Sin's engine, no doubt. Just let me call shot that for the next episode. Are we good for next week?
I think so.
I believe so.
Wait, let me look at my calendar.
Schedule 24th.
Yes.
See, when is my plane scheduled to land?
I don't know about the 31st.
I'm definitely out
Very
the
well.
31st.
Definitely out.
Yep.
Okay, so
It's Halloween.
we won't have-
Considering I have to be on an airplane at 5 a.m, yeah, I'll be good.
Cotton, you're shaking your head. I don't know whether you're just listening to music.
No,
or...
I'm just, don't mind me.
I'm just jamming out to the tabletop
What are you
simulator
shaking your head?
playing in the background.
Don't judge me.
No, that's what I'm doing. I don't know what you're listening to.
At the beginning of the show, I mentioned that we weren't going to do big intros to tell you about us and our lives. That's what this time here is for. Now, newcomers, you've had some time to listen to us roleplay, but now you get to hear us bitch about our lives. Anyone want to go first?
My week has been. So yeah, I'll go first. I spoke up first. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha. Thank you all for joining us for bitching about my week. The usual day job stuff has interfered with my ability to get out videos for the past 3 days. So I'm not too happy about that. But I made sure to get some decent sleep last night so I could be alert for today. Thankfully, I was able to do that. This next week, I'm actually going to be out of town, flying down to, what is it called? Kemah, Texas. So yeah, I'm going to be down in that area and hanging out with some other YouTubers and some fans that are going to be showing up there. So that'll be a lot of fun. A little mini vacation for me. And yeah, that's all I got. I had a lot of fun tonight. I'm absolutely amazed that my mech is still standing.
Friends, let's just set the seasonal tone here. How do we want to do, what do you call them? Introductions. Do we want to do it style where you pass it along? You choose who you pass it to, or do I pick? Are we doing on the tabletop style, or are we doing old school? Anyone care? No care?
I don't care.
No care. All right, fine. I'm just picking Pondo then. Hey, Pondo, how's your week been?
It's been alright. I've been playing a bunch of XCOM. You actually called me out on it earlier today.
That's because, according to Discord, you've been playing XCOM for like 36 hours straight, and I thought maybe it was time for you to take a break.
It wasn't 36 hours straight, but
According to Discord. I assume
Pretty
you just been,
close.
I assume you've just been leaving on. Oh, you actually have just been playing. I thought you just
Not
like left it
straight.
on when you went to work or something. Okay.
There might be times I forgot to turn it off, but
Okay.
other times
Alright.
I've actually exited out of it, so it's probably wrong half the time.
How's that XCOM going?
It's fun. I have mods installed, so it kind of crashes the game on occasion, which sucks, but I power through it.
What are you doing? Are you playing the first one?
Second one.
Oh, I never played the second one. Loved the first one though.
If you like the first one, the second one is excellent and better.
Yeah, I never got around to it. I really wanted to though.
It depends on what kind of feel you want to go with. If you want to be like you're the complete underdog,
Mm-hmm.
trying to build from the ground up, you would want to go with the second one. If you want to go as the special task force meant to actually be doing this sort of thing, fighting the aliens, you want to go with the first one.
Okay. Someday.
I would say you don't really need to play the first one in order to play the second one and get what's going on, because they do relatively explain it.
The story's not that intense, really. Anyway, I mean, not in the first one. Anyway, I can't speak to the second one.
It's the story of the first one is like there, but it wasn't like the main thing. The main thing was the micromanaging.
Yeah, the turn-based combat was kind of the big sell.
There is some story in the second one. You mainly get more when the War of the Chosen DLC.
That's true. They do show up and be like, so, I am grand and glorious. Here's my plan for how I'm going to take you down. Look at me. I can teleport and assassinate you with a knife. Mwah! Come fight me at this location, which I'll describe in great detail, and then turn invisible. Yeah. That is... War of the Chosen is literally just an internet troll shit-talking you. Then you shoot them to death, and they're like, oh no, how could I lose? Next person in line. Pondo, got anything else?
No.
Cotton? No, you finish.
It's like, I'm just waiting to see what this Centurion does at point blank range.
Yeah, I don't fucking know either. Who can even say anymore?
I kind of threw a wrench into Rat's plan when I pointed out that there's a 1 depth space.
Yeah, that's okay though. Fair's fair. It's gonna be so close. Hey, so if you're already in 1 water, does it cost you extra movement points to continue to move in the 1 water?
Oh, yes.
Like not if you're going up or down, just if you're moving through it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's like transitioning from woods to woods.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Do we still have to make a piloting roll to go into the 1 depth water?
Yes, and every depth that you take. Every
Just not when we
step
jump into
you
woods.
take.
Just not when we jump into woods.
Correct, because that was a rule that I made up so that we could have more piloting checks.
Oh, okay.
You know, it just felt like we were never making them. And then you started punching and kicking all the time. So I thought, we don't need to do that anymore.
Fair enough.
I have to read it again. Do the supercharger checks count as piloting checks?
No.
Okay.
Cotton, what you got going on?
I got my answer back from James, and it is tasty.
I feel like I should just start asking James what you ask him. Just every week, just get a copy-paste digest of all of your questions. Cotton, how's it going?
Going good.
Got anything going on?
I think I'm not as sick as I was.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. I'm
not
pretty
being
happy
sick.
about it. I haven't done much this week. My car hasn't exploded or anything crazy like that. I don't have any more fun stories lately.
Sorry. That was the most Cottontailed thing I thought I could say.
Yeah, my life is calmed down, I guess, but it's kind of boring. I guess. Not like, boring for me, but like boring to talk about now because
That's fine.
I went from like dead bodies in the swamp to cars exploding to a kid kind of bit me once, and that's it.
It's okay. Having a calm period, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you didn't leave
Especially
yourself
when it
anywhere to
involves
go.
dead bodies in the swamp.
I'm getting a new car soon since mine blew up. Well, it didn't blow up, but it did catch on fire spontaneously.
If I recall,
I
that
was
was
there. It blew up.
that was
You
Pondo's
caught
fault,
it
though,
on
right?
fire.
Yeah.
Right, I believe that Kondo set it on fire. Is what happened.
I was cleaning out my trunk and there was like oil in the trunk, which is funny because it would have been real bad if it had caught on fire.
Correct.
What happened was I turned the key, something went bang on the engine, and there was suddenly a fire. Something exploded.
And then I was late for work because my car was on fire. But they understood.
I feel like that's a really good
I would
excuse,
hope
though.
they'd understand.
Pretty reasonable. Just text them a picture
I'm
real
going to
quick.
be late for
I
work.
did. That's
Why?
exactly what
My
I did. I was
car
like,
blew up.
Car's on fire.
I
No,
just
you
sent
have
her
10
a
minutes to get
picture.
here.
And then I said, I'm going to be late.
Yeah.
And she was just like, Yeah, that's fair.
Raddosaurus, what do you got going on?
Not a lot. Not a lot. No, I've pretty much just been doing the new job thing, man. Yeah, it's kind of dominating my existence currently at the moment. My wife is going camping this weekend, so I plan to try and pawn my children off on somebody so I can sleep for like 24 hours. But then also get a lot of housework and yard work done because things are really falling behind here at the Raddosaurus house.
Not because somebody told you to, though.
No,
You wanted to do it.
because I want to. Yeah, absolutely. Not because I'm being emotionally held hostage by anyone or anything like that. No, I'm just kidding. My wife would never do that to me.
I know what your wife would do, which is send me premium pics of you in a
It's
roller
true.
derby outfit.
Anytime I dress up.
Wait, what?
She can't help
you
but
haven't
put that
seen
picture
it?
in
No,
as
we
many
had
places
that
as
was a
possible.
whole thing last season. We had a whole episode devoted to it.
It's true.
I don't know.
Was I here?
Yeah. I wonder
else?
if I can somehow like create a conduit with her and maybe just get some more blackmail material.
Yeah, you just message her on Discord. She'll never check it, and I'll be safe. There's one thing I want to talk about. I've only watched like 2 episodes, but you should definitely check out Primal. Has anybody watched that? It's the new cartoon
No.
by the same guy who did Samurai Jack.
Oh, is that Tarzan guy fights velociraptors?
Kind of, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like a caveman type thing.
I was wanting to check that out.
Great so far. It's excellent. Like I said, I've only seen like 2 episodes, I think, maybe 3. No, I think just 2. But there's only like 5. It's not a big commitment or anything like that. But it's really good. I like it a lot. It's not kid friendly, but it is excellent so far. I highly recommend it. You can watch the first episode for free on adultswim.com. And I found more nefarious ways to continue watching after that. But I do think I will go back and pay for it because, I believe in people making money for the things that they make. So anything that I pirate or watch, I almost always end up buying later on, just out of principle, pretty much. But I'll pirate things if I'm just impatient and I just want to see it. I do encourage you to support support creative people in general with your money because they deserve it. But it's really good. Primal. If you Google it, you're going to get a lot of dumb stuff. So make sure you Google it with the guy's name, which
Someone put it in chat, Tartakovsky.
Yeah, there you go. That's really good. It's very violent. It's very graphic. So yeah, don't watch it with your kids, but I like it a lot. A lot of emotional content in a very simply drawn, primitive, even kind of art style. Which the guy he already has a track record of being able to accomplish that, and he definitely does it in this one too. I feel like. Yep. I don't know. That's it. That's what my real life is going on. And that's what's happening in my my entertainment life. I haven't seen Joker yet, so I can't talk about it. I don't know if I'm going to get to see it anytime soon either, but I kind of want to. A lot of buzz around it, I guess. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I'm just gonna read this thing here. Just pressing some buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, chat. Didn't see you there. Speaking of supporting creators and creative types, did you know youtube.com/APGamingREAL, you can watch all your favorite episodes of this show. If you watch the full ad, I get some small measure of ad money. Have Amazon Prime? Connect your Amazon and Twitch account and give me your Twitch Prime as well. You'll get a sub and a wonderful emote of me. Want to give more? Patreon.com/APGamingREAL. Directly give money that will almost certainly go directly to Rad and Cotton. Pretty much Rad and Cotton all the time. Sometimes Connor Hughes and the OTT guys as well, but yeah, money. I like it, and I need it in order to do things on this show. I mean, you don't have to give it. I'm not making you give it, but if you wanted to, I'll take it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I, Arthur Perkins, will tell you my story. Some of you may know I have a cat that I fucking hate. This cat is awful to me all the time. It physically abuses me. It's annoying and stupid and dumb. So my mom is on like a 20-day trip to the middle of nowhere. I guess she's in Copenhagen and she's taking a cruise to the other side of the Panama Canal, do the physics there. She crosses the Atlantic Ocean and cuts to the other side of 2 continents in the process. So anyway, here she is on my back porch, and it's a screened-in porch. It has an exterior door. So my mom's out there, the cat's out there. My mom goes out onto the proper back porch, doesn't close or lock the back screen door. Suddenly, I'm looking for my cat before we go drive to the airport. No cat. Can't find a cat anywhere. No cat. So now I'm not a walking around person, right? I don't walk through nature. Now I'm walking around in the middle of a thunderstorm that ended up being one of the worst seasonal thunderstorms in Delaware in history. In the dark, looking for a cat. No cat. Going around calling my cat's name, looking like an idiot. Calling all my neighbors, sending out an email saying, find this cat, bring the cat to the back porch, close the door and lock it, leave the cat in there. I put litter, food, water, all out there, okay? I'm sure this cat is dead. This cat thinks that it's a tiny, small cat that's invisible. She's not. She also thinks she's good at fighting. She's not. She's declawed. She can't survive if she doesn't get a 7:30 a.m. Wet cat food and can only eat a certain brand. But guess what? Now I have a 7-hour round trip to the Newark International Airport, and the whole time I'm thinking Amore is dead now. She's dead. She's wandered off into the woods and been slaughtered by a fox. She's dead. I get home, this motherfucking cat is on the back screen porch. It's not closed, which means none of my neighbors put her in there. She just walked back on the porch and ate all of her food, pooped in her litter box, and then sat at the door and meowed until I showed up. 7
Sounds
hours
right.
later. Yeah.
Sounds
So
right.
this is the story of Amore, the dumbest cat that ever lived.
Mm-hmm.
Day she went to the vet. That's it. That's my whole plan. All I have to say is I fucking hate this cat. It's the worst animal I've ever had. You know what? And it's the only one I didn't choose for myself. My mom gave me this cat, okay? Every one of my other animals have been well-behaved, sweet. They've never attempted to run away. Amore would fucking leap out of a 30-story building if she thought that it would allow her freedom to go wander around outside and pee on something. That's it. That's the end of my story. I'm going to run a 30-second ad for all of that free cash money and then host Caitlin. So if you like watching Widowmains, stick around. If not, have a good night, Battletech fans. We'll see you next week, probably, maybe. We'll start late, though, because that's just the thing.
Yep.